Toxicity does not feed on resistance. It feeds on engagement. On the predictable flinch, the heated retort, the visible wound. It requires your nervous system to complete its circuit. What if you became a gap in the wiring? A silence where they expected noise. A calm where they sought chaos. This is not about making anyone afraid. It is about becoming utterly, electrically, uninteresting to manipulation. For the length of this session, we will forge 10 shields of silence. Not the silence of passivity, but the silence of a different gravity. The silent behaviors of an untouchable mind. The toxic dynamic is a transaction. It offers a hook, an insult, a provocation, a veiled threat, and awaits your payment in the currency of anger, explanation, or fear. Your emotional response is their reward, their proof of power. Stoicism teaches you to decline the transaction. To let the hook pass through empty space, finding nothing to catch. This is not about winning a conflict. It is about removing yourself from the battlefield entirely. It is about radiating a quiet, self-contained integrity that offers no leverage, no drama, and thus, no reward. What they may come to fear is not you, but their own sudden irrelevance. Behavior 1, the unbroken gaze of calm assessment. When provoked, you do not look away in shame or glare in defiance. You hold a neutral, observing gaze. You look at them, not into their drama. Your eyes communicate neither threat nor submission, but simple, factual observation. I see what you are doing. This silent witnessing, devoid of emotional reflection, is profoundly disarming. It reflects their attempt back at them without the distortion of your fear. Behavior 2, the mastery of the pause. You install a sovereign gap between their words and your response. Where they expect a yelp of pain or a torrent of defense, they encounter a considered silence. You let their words hang in the air, unfinished by your reaction. This pause broadcasts that their words are being processed by your reason, not absorbed by your emotions. It shifts the power from their provocation to your deliberation. Behavior 3, the economy of speech. You become a person of measured, precise words. You do not justify, over-explain, or plead. You state facts. You set boundaries. That does not work for me. I do not accept that tone. Then, you stop. You do not fill the silence that follows with nervous chatter. Your sparse speech carries weight because it is not diluted by the need for them to understand or approve. It simply is. Behavior 4, the indifference to gossip and slander. When they attempt to triangulate or draw you into narratives about others, you offer no energy. A neutral, I prefer to speak with them directly, or a simple change of subject. When slander is directed at you, you meet it with the same quiet assessment. You understand that your character is not damaged by words, only by your actions. Your silent refusal to engage in the economy of reputation reveals their currency as counterfeit. Behavior 5, the unpredictability of non-reaction. Their playbook relies on your predictable patterns. Anger for insult. Anxiety for pressure. Guilt for emotional blackmail. When you respond instead with calm, with a question, or with simple silence, you invalidate their playbook. You become an unsolvable equation. Their tools are rendered useless, and this perceived loss of control is the root of their discomfort. Behavior 6, the visibility of self-containment. You demonstrate, utterly, that your peace and self-worth are generated internally. You do not seek their validation, so you cannot be threatened by its withdrawal. You are comfortable in silence, in your own company. This emotional and social self-sufficiency makes you immune to both their flattery and their punishments. You are a closed system, and they cannot find the thermostat. Behavior 7, the boundary as a fact, not a fight. You do not argue for your boundaries, you enact them. If a line is crossed, your response is not a dramatic confrontation, but a calm, physical, or communicative withdrawal. You might simply leave the room, end the call, or disengage. The boundary is not a topic for debate, it is a reality they encounter, as solid and silent as a closed door. Behavior 8, the focus on action, not argument. While they deal in narratives, accusations, and past grievances, you are visibly oriented toward present, constructive action. You are busy building, learning, tending to your responsibilities. This forward momentum, this focus on what is within your control, makes their attempts to drag you into cyclical drama look petty and absurd. Your progress is the silent rebuke. Behavior 9, the refusal of the emergency mood. They thrive in manufactured crises, demanding you match their panic. You consciously, visibly, operate at a different emotional frequency. Your steady pulse, your calm breathing, your methodical approach, all silently communicate that you do not consent to the state of emergency. Your calm de-escalates the artificial storm, leaving their heightened emotions exposed as performance. Behavior 10, the graceful exit. You master the art of leaving conversations, relationships, or environments that are corrosive, not with a slam, but with a quiet, final turn. No grand speech, no last word. Just a recognition of futility and a conservation of your spirit. This ultimate silence, the choice to remove your presence entirely, is the most powerful statement of all. It declares that your peace is non-negotiable and that some games are not worth the price of a ticket. These behaviors are not a mask. They are the external manifestation of an internal reality, a mind that has sorted the world into what is its business and what is not. A mind that knows its own worth is not contingent. A spirit that cannot be bought with praise or broken with blame. You do not make toxic people afraid. You make their toxicity obsolete. You become a terrain where their tactics find no foothold. In the face of your silent, self-possessed integrity, they are left with only their own reflection, and nothing to manipulate but themselves. Final visuals: the figure from the market reaches the end and steps out into a wide, open space. They do not look back at the noise. They take a deep, quiet breath, and walk on, their own calm the only sound.